Yeah, I probably got the name wrong, to be fair. My memory isn't what it used to be. Well, no, I tell a lie. I've got a good memory. It's just I forget pretty much anything that I deem forgettable. You know? Like, if I learn something, or if I'm told something that I don't appreciate, I'll instantly forget it. Selective memory. I've almost got like a selective memory. Although, I guess is every kind of memory selective memory? Does everybody choose what they need to remember? I'm not sure. Yes, exactly, like Kicken's name. Although that's now in there because I forced it in there. But Kicken's name was a different thing. Kicken's name was getting malformed in my head because for some reason I kept thinking Killiko, and I have no idea why. Because that's not even something else that I should know. It's just my brain being stupid. You remember everything but names. Interesting. Yeah, my friend at work, he remembers pretty much every bit of thing, like everything that happens to us. It's actually quite annoying. I don't like names. Like, do you ever have the awkward time when you're introduced to someone and they'll say their name, but they'll say it in a way or in you'll be in an environment where you don't hear properly, or you think you've not heard properly, but you feel too awkward to ask them to repeat the name. So you go on, like, you just pretend you know what that person's name is. And you try and think of every possible way of getting around saying their name. I've been in that situation far too many times. Ah, how's it going, dude? Or guy? Or friend? And you give them just the most generic responses. Yeah. You? Hey, it's you. Yeah, I worked with people for many years that never had the guts to find out their names, and then you have to befriend someone. You befriend someone else who knows that person, and you befriend them enough to actually secretly ask them, you know, what's that guy's name? What's that person's name? I don't know his name. It's one of the absolute joys of working in a very small company is that I have 9 names to remember, and that's it. Like, I have to worry about anybody else's name. Okay, I'm heading to this, so I need to go there and then across there, Oh, a long way to go. I think I'm bad with names, like actor names. I don't. It's worse when a card comes around for you and you sound like you have no clue who the person is. Yeah. Well, luckily, like, that never happens to me anymore. Yeah, I don't remember actor names at all. Like, I remember films and characters in films, but rarely do I remember any actor name. Like, I remember the big ones, like Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise or, you know, something like that, but I don't remember. Like, people could just reel them off and they'll know. One of the benefits of working in IT, what's your username again? That's a brilliant workaround, yeah. Yeah, when I used to work on the, where I used to work was a like one of the generic like IT helpline things, where I thought personally it would have been a good place to work because it was all internal staff, but it was a terrible place to work because apparently everybody who was internal was really not a nice person. But everybody had different accents because the company I worked for was quite global. And I would always ask for their usernames. And you can ask someone to spell out their username. You can't ask them to spell out their name. So you ask them to spell out the username. You can type it quickly in the system and you've got their name straight away. It's a great workaround. Benandri cuttlefish. Yeah, the Karens, yeah. I don't know about you guys. I don't like using the Karen name thing. You know, everybody seems to be using it nowadays. Like, it just feels like I'm picking on women. You know, like I'd use it to describe a man, but there needs to be like a more generic term for it. You can use it to describe men, but it still feels bad because it's a lady's name. But then again, I guess like using it not in a positive way anyway. I don't know. Like when I do use it, I don't really hold back. Like I don't mind saying it once I'm describing someone because I don't like the person. Well, you do say that. You do, yeah. A Karen, yeah. I should try that a bit more. I don't know why I'm pressing W. I just need to hold up on the... I've got a gamepad. I can just use the gamepad. Does this run? Yeah. Oh. That's apparently space. I need it. What's map? Screw it. I don't need it. Are there many Karens in England? Basically, where we live, if you can imagine this, it's entirely all pretty much Karens. Or a Karen, or however you want to say it. Because we don't live in the city, like we live in like an outskirts village type of thing, that people are kind of very touchy about stuff. It's will instantly threaten to go dob you in, tell the council or whatever for the slightest of things. Mostly middle class, yeah, exactly. It's it's something that I should be used to, but it's I don't know. I mean, I've lived in this village for decades now. I should be used to it, but it still shocks me sometimes. It really does. So you don't really expect people, especially in situations like, you know, exactly when the world is having a problem, everybody's struggling. You expect people to at least have some sort of leniency towards their usual Karen-ness. But it just doesn't happen. We need that gun. Little do they know I've got no bullets. Oh, they do know. Great. I'm juking. I'm juking. I'm running. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. God, come on. Come on now. Bandage. I think it's because I'm in this, like, dodgy area. They always say things like, with all due respect. Yeah. You can almost taste the contempt. No, you hit the nail on the head there. That's exactly how it is. Do my head in. Like, they don't realize, like, what really matters. Can I do a flare? Where's flares? Oh, here we go. That should keep me safe, right? Right. Where am I going? Come on. You haven't encountered that many in real life. That's good. You're lucky. They seem to be rife in England. Uh-oh. We are strongly running. That doesn't mean that. We are running out of stuff. This ain't very good. Don't kill me. Don't you dare kill me. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. How are these wolves so like passive? Wolves are so passive aggressive. I don't get it. Yeah, people don't generally approach me if they can get away with it. I don't know why. I think people might be not scared, but people are more generally scared of men than... Okay, I'm loading. I'm loading. Generally scared of men than they are women. Which leads to more, I mean, sexism than anything else. Yeah. Thanks for adding that. That's not passive aggressive, but it sounds passive aggressive. How many times have we died? 18. Do people treat you differently now you don't have long hair? That's what I was gonna say. I haven't noticed anything different, but I would have thought so. Like, maybe people are less... Maybe people are more willing to come talk to me, perhaps. Like, before, people would see the long hair, and usually the long beard, and just think I had no stake in society whatsoever. Because I didn't look after myself at all. And they would just back away. But I think people are a bit more accustomed to talking to me. A little bit. It doesn't happen a lot, though. It's very rare. Let's get up there. Let's get this church artifact. Maybe long hair was the way to go. Like, to socially distant, to force social distancing. Just grow long hair and, you know, look like you don't care at all. That kind of rhymes, doesn't it? Grow long hair and look like you don't care. Up and over. Shave your head unevenly. I think there's a limit. There's a fine limit between length of hair and people's willingness to trust you. Like, if you go too, not bald, but if you go too like to the skin, I think people think that you're more rebellious. Like, you're willing to kick off a fuss about stuff. But I think if you've got longer hair, I think people like assume you... Look, birds. People assume that you don't care about yourself and therefore not about other people. It's very, very small window. It isn't like that here anymore. Maybe like 20, 30 years ago. That's a good... That's pretty good. I'd like to say that was the same here. That's a random dude.
This will come in handy.
Not really. We have a lot of matches already. Your dad started shaving his head when he's 30. Something people haven't really treated him differently. I think it depends, obviously, where you live, but I think it also depends, like, when you get older, I think you're kind of usually the people that you know are usually quite set. Like, you're not going to meet new people really. But it depends. Some people do. His mother was afraid people would, though, so she forced him not to shave his head for several years. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Church artifact. Please be antiseptic. Book. 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 I don't want to do that. Go to the Ghost Stag's clearing.
Okay.
Okay. There's nothing here. Oh, revolver cartridge. Nice. I'm not taking those. I'm not doing it. We still got some few hours left in the day. Antibiotics? Not what we need, but we'll take it. Shame we don't have the revolver with us. Oh wait, we're supposed to do something here? A thief has stolen an artifact from church at Thompson's Crossing in such a remote town. It's likely the artifact has great value. The residents, see what you can do to locate the item and return it home.